Before we get into today's reaction video, I want to give a huge shout out to F Custom. If you guys don't know, F Custom is a website where you can make and do customized jerseys. If this is something that you guys are interested in when it comes to customized jerseys, as you guys can see, I went with the Dodger jersey, the baseball jersey that says Israelite. For those that know, I don't need to go into detail. And then on the back, y'all know me, had to give my name and my number, the year I was born. But they have football jerseys, basketball jerseys, baseball jerseys, etc, etc, etc. If you guys are interested in anything customized, and I do want to let y'all know, the prices is cheap. But I also have a discount code to make it cheaper. Go check them out. Link is in the description. Just make sure to use my code Perkyy10 and it will save you money off your order when it comes to purchasing anything jersey related on their website. Go check them out. Now enjoy the rest of the video.
I can hear the purple calling. I can hear the Perky's calling. I can hear the purple calling. I can hear the Zannies calling.
Ooh, what's the deal, Percocet? Y'all know me, I'm Perky, and I'm back at it again with another video. Usually I don't react to things like this, but I know this should give out a message, let alone, y'all know me, I always get messages out of anything. I always try to put messages in my video. This is Men Who Killed Rappers. They got Pop Smoke, Lil Snupe, LL Capone. We're just gonna go ahead and get into this video because I kind of probably do want to elaborate and say some stuff. Y'all know me, I always got something to say. But we're just gonna go ahead and react to this. It was on my recommended, y'all know me. But before we get into this video, before I click this play button, I just want to say that if this is your first time seeing me on your screen or you're a returning subscriber, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel because it's nothing but lit content like this on a consistent basis, my baby. That's all. Let's get into this.
We've seen many of our favorite artists be taken away from us too soon, especially in the last few years.
Yeah.
And no other job has quite the same threats as hip-hop. Murder is the cause of 50% of deaths in the industry.
That's sad.
Here's an exclusive look into the murders of 3 young rappers and the men that killed them. Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke was a major up-and-comer in 2019. His debut album, Meet the Woo, grabbed him the attention of hip-hop stars and producers. When Nicki Minaj remixed Welcome to the Party, all eyes were on Pop Smoke, and he didn't disappoint. In less than a year, he released several singles and collaborated with many artists in the industry. Pop's musical talent was undeniable. Everybody from Quavo to Travis Scott to Gunna wanted to work with him. When he released his second album, Meet the Woo 2, he was looking at a bright future with all the fame and money he could want. Unfortunately, Pop wouldn't get to see that future. On Wednesday, February 19, 2020, it was announced that Pop Smoke had been killed in his home early that morning. The news was surprising to everyone, and it has taken months for the story to unfold. Here's what we know. The day before the murder took place, Pop Smoke made a post on Instagram.
I remember that.
He showed off gift bags that he had gotten, and in one image, his address is clearly visible.
Right.
The whole thing. So now, people know where he lives. A few hours later, he posts a photo of him and a friend in the car in his own driveway, posing with loads of cash. And now people know just what he had inside the house. That evening, a few friends were over at the house. But Pop Smoke wasn't the only one in the home that night. Around 4 in the morning, someone in the house deadbolted the front door shut, but did not turn the alarm on. 10 minutes later, 4 men found their way into the home, looking for the cash, change, and whatever else the rapper had shown off on social media. Even though there were other people in the home, the intruders ran into Pop Smoke alone. They fired multiple shots, hitting the rapper several times. Someone at the house called 911, and he was rushed to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Hollywood. He was pronounced dead shortly after arriving. Meanwhile, the 4 men had escaped from the home. Officers had arrived at the house and were interrogating those that had been inside. No one knew anything, and all of them were cleared as suspects. The real suspects wouldn't be caught until July 9th, when it was announced
y'all heard he got shot in February. Then get caught till July.
Corey Walker, age 19, and Keandre Rogers, age 18,
young,
both charged with murder during the robbery, which could put them up for the death penalty if they get convicted.
That's crazy. Like, you really have to watch how you move. Like, I'm listening though. I'm listening.
2 unnamed minors, aged 17 and 15, have also been charged with murder and robbery in a juvenile court. Another man, 21-year-old Jaquan Murphy, caught an attempted murder charge. Bail for each of the adult offenders was set at $1 million.
Did y'all get what y'all wanted?
The loss of Pop Smoke hard, with fans and artists tweeting their thoughts for his family, who said in response, "Every prayer, call, and act of kindness is deeply appreciated, and we mourn the loss of our son, brother, and friend." Lil Snupe. Lil Snupe never really got the chance to become a household name, but he was on his way. At age 18, he was already showing talent in the studio and had caught the eye of rapper Meek Mill. In 2013, he snuck past security and tapped on the window of Meek Mill's tour bus. When he opened it, Snoop handed him a mixtape and hoped for the best. He got a call back in less than half an hour, and before he knew it, Meek was signing him to his dream.
Because he was cold.
And he was on the rise to stardom. That was cut short just a few months later, on June 20th, 2013. That day, Lil Snupe was in a small town called Winfield, Louisiana, at the home of 36-year-old Tony Holden. The rapper was probably living in the state, but no one knows what he was doing in this small town at this man's house. The two guys passed the time playing video games, and things got competitive. They started placing bets, and at around 4 a.m., things went south. Tony, a convicted felon, pulled out a loaded gun and fired at Snoop, hitting him twice before fleeing the apartment and going on the run. Lil Snoop died of his wounds there in the apartment. Tony, meanwhile, was hiding out.
That's crazy.
But 4 days after the murder, police announced that he was their primary suspect and that there was a warrant out for his arrest. He was also to be considered armed and dangerous. 2 days later, Tony turned himself in to the authorities.
Couldn't handle it.
He was booked into the city jail, facing charges of illegal possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, armed robbery, and first-degree murder. Bond was set at $2 million, which he couldn't post.
Of course.
A massive surprise came a couple of weeks later, on July 8th, when it was released that another suspect had been arrested in connection to the murder. 21-year-old Edric Stewart was charged with manslaughter. Turns out, the autopsy showed that the bullets used to kill Snoop weren't the ones that fit inside Tony's gun. Instead, those bullets came from the gun of Edric Stewart, who had also apparently been there that night. Even with this proof, the charges against him were dropped, except for a minor weapons charge. Tony, who turned out not to be the murderer, only turned himself in because he was out on bail at the time and didn't want to mess with that. He ended up getting 10 years for the felon with the firearm charge, and the real killer walked free.
Consequences went all the way up.
His mother also believes that cops tampered with evidence and didn't take the case seriously. L.A. Capone. Chicago native L.A. Capone was another rising star in the hip-hop world. Influenced by the Chicago streets, his membership with the Black Disciples gang, and the local drill scene, he was rapping alongside the likes of Chief Keef, Lil Durk, and Rondo No. 9.
I don't know him.
On September 26, 2013, the just-turned-17 Capone was walking with a friend out of a recording session at a nearby studio. They turned down an alley looking for their ride when someone started shooting out of nowhere. The friend said that he heard 4 shots, and then Capone was on the ground.
That's
he was
sad.
his lower back and right thigh.
That is sad, bro. These ads are going crazy. That's my fault, though. And we got 2.
Died. The friend called 911, and Capone was rushed to the hospital. His mother arrived shortly and was told by nurses that he was alert and talking. Unfortunately, he had lost too much blood and was pronounced dead at 8:30 p.m., just 2 hours after the shooting. The news of his death made public by fellow rapper and good friend Lil Durk, who first tweeted, "Get well, bro," followed up with the "R.I.P. Lil Bro" a short time later. Nothing much happened for a while as investigators tried to figure out who shot L.A. Capone and why. On August 24th, 2014, it was announced that 3 people had been charged with murder connected to the alley shooting. They had given statements about their involvement in the situation during police interrogation. Saki Hardy Johnson, age 17, and Michael May,
these people
21,
are young,
admitted intentionally getting a gun before heading to the studio where Capone was recording. They also confessed to using a car that would run the interference in the event that police officers arrived on scene. The third man charged, Miko Buchanan, was the driver of the tail car meant to protect the lead car. He admitted to watching the murder take place. After their statements, the judge set bonds at $500,000 for Mays, $350,000 for Hardy Johnson, and $1 million for Buchanan. In the end, Buchanan received a guilty verdict of 2 counts of murder and 45 years in prison. Michael Mays was also found guilty and received 24 years. Saki Hardy Johnson was sentenced to a full 60 years for his role in the murder. Well, that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up and let us know in the comments what you'd like to see in the future. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification button so you never miss any great content like this. Thanks for sticking with us to the end of this video.
Yeah, they're just doing some ads for their stuff. So what I personally wanted to say is that for sure 2020 has taken out so many of like our, I guess you could say, celebrities and rappers and stuff. It's crazy. But what's even crazy is that these people are my age, if not a little bit younger. I don't know what's going on in this generation. I mean, I do know what's going on, but it's just the fact that, like, compared to my mom's generation, their people didn't die until like they were older type, like in their 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s. We got people that's not even making it to the age of 21. We gotta get it together. We gotta get it together. The way these people, it seems like it was people in a circle that like knew them or was around them. Gotta watch how you move. When you're in this position, you don't get to move the same or move how you was moving before the fame. You have to change some things around. You might just be posting trying to, you know, just show people what you got, and you know, I'm in this position now so I can afford this and this. But there's people that's looking at you and they're like, oh yeah, we finna hit a lick. People are freaking weird. They move so crazy. So in other words, move different. You have to move different. Stop gloating, stop showing off yourself. And I'm not saying that they did that. I'm just saying you have to be careful. Social media is really a distraction, because social media makes it to where we want to post 24/7 what we're doing, what we're eating, where we're at, who we're with. You got to kind of cut back from that. Sometimes moving in silence is the best way to move. Yeah, you could post some stuff, but just don't make it a 24/7 type of thing. Don't make it a 24/7 type of situation. Move different. If y'all don't take anything from me or any type of advice, just take that. And then keep the Most High first. Live right. Live how you're supposed to be living. We're not supposed to be dying young, honestly. Like, we not. I'm keeping it back with you, and I'm gonna leave it at that, because I can go into a whole lecture and bring out Bible scriptures, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. But I love and appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Please go ahead and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you want to see next in the comment section down below. All my social media is in the description. It's also right there as well. 400K is on the way, my babies. Just stay tuned. But y'all know when I start touching my face, y'all know what I'm about to say. Have a blessed one. I'll see you on the next one. Your girl is out.